BTech dual degree and MA students who have joined us this year. First of all, congratulations to each of you. You've worked very hard to join this prestigious institute. We are really delighted that you chose us. Thank you so much for joining us. We will begin today's program with a welcome address by the chairperson, JEE HSE, Professor Edamana Prasad.
Good evening, everyone. Director, Professor Bhaskar Ramamurthy, Dean of Academic Courses, Professor Pratap Haridos, Dean of Students, Professor Nilesh Vasa, other deans and panel members, heads of the department, other colleagues, JEE office members, dear students and parents. It's my great pleasure to welcome all the newcomers to this institute and to this orientation program, the first year BTech and dual degree and the integrated MA students, batch 2021. Had it been pre-COVID time, we would have assembled in one of the largest halls inside the campus for a face-to-face interaction. We hope that those days will come back very soon and all of you will be able to step in physically to this campus and enjoy the learning experience and campus life. For all of you, I'm sure that this is a moment that you have been cherished for quite some time, stepping into the #1 engineering institute in our country. And you have every right to rejoice this moment. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate each one of you for the tremendous hard work, perseverance, tenacity that you have shown. I also take this opportunity to appreciate and congratulate their parents for providing a support framework as well as motivating them up to this point. And I am pretty sure that you are going to show the same success story as soon as when you come to this institute in your coursework and studies, and even after the years to come. We have great expectations on each one of you because you will be the future ambassadors for our institute. So once again, welcome to all of you to this orientation program, and wish you all the very success in all your future endeavors. Best wishes always. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Edamana Prasad. Since many of you will be meeting most of the faculty here for the first time, Professor Edamana Prasad is a professor in the Department of Chemistry. I now take this opportunity to invite our director, Professor Bhaskar Ramamurthy, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon to all our dear new students assembled at various parts of the country and some abroad, I believe, maybe, I don't know. Welcome to IIT Madras. Congratulations from our side. Let me join my colleagues in congratulating you on being selected to study here. It's a great privilege for you, but it's also a great privilege for us to receive students who have done so well. I want to congratulate your parents also for all the support they've given you. It has been a very difficult 2 years, as you all know, for everybody, particularly for students who are completing their school education. We didn't know when the exams were going to be held. Everything was up in the air. So the resilience that you have shown in meeting the challenges, in completing your school education, writing the JEE Mains, JEE Advanced, and doing well and getting into IIT Madras is really commendable. So my heartiest congratulations to all of you. The good news for you compared to probably your senior batch of last year is that you probably will be able to come to campus much earlier than they are able to. They are probably going to be visiting this, coming to the campus only now, very soon, after a full year, more than a full year. You will have probably most likely, I expect that we will be able to open up soon, and unless there is some big change in the behavior of the pandemic. So we hope to see you all here. When you come here, you will see that it's a lovely campus in the view of many people, the best campus in the country and among the best in the world. It's also therefore a little difficult campus to keep that way. When you come here, you will see the huge amount of greenery we have, the other friendly animals that we have, deer and black buck and so on. We have to do our bit so that they can also be happy here. So we have to adjust our lives a little bit, which I'm sure you won't mind. And in the midst of all this, we have built up very, very good infrastructure. Our faculty are among the best available, and we function with very good infrastructure and very beautiful surroundings. We've been building hostels, academic buildings, and other facilities. A huge hostel meant for the first years is just getting inaugurated very soon. And therefore, I would say that despite the rapid growth in the institute's intake, we have been, by and large, keeping up with the requirements of infrastructure. It always takes time to create infrastructure, particularly with good quality. So I would not say we are already there where we want to be. We still have to add some small, relatively small amount of hostel capacity. We have in the process of adding a significant amount of academic area, infrastructure. It'll all come online, by the end of next year. So most of you will enjoy the vastly improved infrastructure on campus. Students here have a wide variety of options, apart from the studies where we will drive you hard. I think that's the bargain when you write and get into IIT, particularly IIT Madras. But apart from that, you will have a lot of time. Our curriculum has been revised since 2015 in a very, very forward-looking fashion. You have a lot of time to pursue your interests. You have a lot of options for pivoting. We have more than 10 programs now where BTechs from any branch can upgrade to an dual degree, MTech, in very, very, shall we use a colloquial word, hot areas in robotics, data science, nanotechnology, quantum computing, biomedical technology, all kinds of things, computational engineering. I'm not reeling them off, tech MBA and so on. So you can actually pivot based on whatever interests you develop in the next 2-3 years. You can do this as late as the 5th semester. And these are all things you will learn when you come here. I don't want to spend time describing here. A lot of options for pursuing other interests. You can start learning something new here, and in 4 years, you can become reasonably good at it. Whether it's music, whether it's sports. We've had students who have come here who have never played a particular sport before, and by the end of the 4 years here are playing for the institute. So we give you all those options. We have the country's only research park that is functional right next to our institute. It's huge, lots of companies there. All our startups are there. IIT Madras startups are very well known in the country, right from Ather Energy, which makes the country's best two-wheeler, EV, to companies that actually are not that well known to the public because they are business to business, but they are cutting edge technology in asset management, infrastructure monitoring, and all kinds of things. Assistive devices. You just have to go to our incubation.iitm.ac.in and you'll see all the huge variety of very high tech, deep technology companies. Students can intern at these places. So it's all up to you. You can expand to fill the time the way you want to do so. Every one of you will have your own mix of what you think is useful, what you're passionate about, and you can do that. And we want 1,000 or whatever, I think the 1,001 participants, we want 1,000 or more different varieties or versions of excellence to step out of this campus 4 or 5 years from now and with your degrees. We don't want a cookie cutter, where everyone in a particular branch is almost the same as every other person. We don't want that. Each one of you will have the option of molding yourself both academically and in other co-curricular activities in different ways, whatever suits your passion, and excel in that and present your future employer or in a university where you go for higher education, a very difficult choice on whom they should pick, because every one of you is so good. That's the way we want it to be. And that's the way the institute is set up to operate. welcome all of you, join my colleagues, and hope to see you all physically here soon. Wishing you once again all the very best, and my congratulations to you and your parents and family. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that overview of the possibilities our students can experience here. Thank you very much. I now invite our Dean of Students, Professor Nilesh Vasa, to address the students.
Yeah, so good afternoon, everyone. So respected director, all the deans, the GE committee, and my colleagues, as well as respected parents. So good evening to everyone. And first of all, very good pleasure to welcome all of you to IIT Madras. All the students community, very right. You were so hardworking, and you have reached to a point where now what you wanted to take it up as your next step for education, you have proceeded towards it. So before I wanted to say, maybe I think I cannot share the content. It's like saying the content, no, not possible. Okay, so I will proceed with my a few words, important points. First of all, I must tell all of you that we have truly remarkable faculty members, technical and administrative staff who will be engaged in academic and research activities with all of you, and will help you out when you are here, when you are going through the academic activities with IIT Madras. Okay. Currently, most of you are all at your hometown with your parents and guardians, right? Of course, you are located far away from the institute because of the current pandemic situation. And since last 2 years, we are experiencing a very challenging times. However, after some time, we are certain that we all will be meeting each other at IIT Madras, and you will continue excelling in your academic activities. Of course, in your this busy activities related to academics, etc., you will also experience various aspects in terms of your activities, in terms of your research part in various laboratories in the IIT. Some laboratories are also maybe accessible to you, all of you, in terms of internship, etc., at research park. As well as we also have a very good central library which provides us lots of inputs in terms of e-books, e-journals, and so many other inputs. So all these aspects will be very much useful in shaping your career activities, your lifestyle, various aspects of that. Further, when you are here, it's not only the study that you will learn, and you will accordingly shape your activity, your lifestyle, but it is your various other extracurricular activities on the campus, off the campus. Okay, so those activities in the next few weeks or after that, certainly our team of the students will always will share it with you. However, this activities includes extracurricular activities, includes technical clubs, cultural activities, co-curricular activities in terms of technical clubs, Center for Innovation, Shastra events, Sarang events, and then leisure time activity programs, etc. And these aspects will certainly help you in knowing each other as friends, as well as learning from each other in terms of not only academic activities, but in terms of other aspects of our lifestyle. Plus, we have a very good indoor and outdoor facilities for sports events, etc. And depending upon your interest, you will be able to take part in such activities. We also have a wellness center to assist you in overcoming some of your mental hurdles, okay, such as sometimes depressive mood, sometimes you may be stressed out due to the academic or non-academic matters, you are welcome to reach out to the Wellness Community Center or a Mitra team, a team of students or faculty counselors who will be always available to assist you in order to guide you to overcome some of those small challenges which you come across during your stay here, in the campus. Of course, it is not necessary that you can avail only this facilities when you are on the campus. You can also contact us even when you are off the campus. As well as we have also initiated one idea about inclusive education, through which the staff members of academic section, staff members from the library, as well as staff members from the wellness center will also interact with some of the students who might be facing some challenges in terms of physical aspects, personal disabilities or some special needs. We will certainly try to understand all these aspects by interacting via interaction with you separately, individually, and we will try to learn from you how can we assist you in this regard. Our Sathi team was basically the team of students, enthusiastic student team of around 200 plus members will which is a very proactive front of students in terms of organizing various proactive measures such as raising awareness about the campus, various relevant issues, as well as plan informal gatherings or learning various life skills, etc. They will certainly help us out, and they are also going to organize an event on insti absorption. This event is basically will take you through this event. You will be able to understand various mentoring activities, etc., various aspects of our campus, how the campus life, how the various technical, cultural activities, etc., are there. And I'm sure you will get immersed in this inputs with this inputs, and you will certainly be able to then participate in subsequent activities depending upon your choice. And our institute will provide ample of opportunities for living and learning. We will have exposure to a cooperative model of working coupled with competitions. At the time of graduation, you will see a positive transformation in your academic and research and lifestyle. Before I complete my speech, I have a few words of advice. First, don't give up. Even if you come across any obstacles or challenges, don't give up. You will certainly learn from these obstacles and challenges, and you will be able to attain your dreams through this learning through these challenges. Keep your goals and curiosity alive no matter what happens, be curious enough to learn many things on opportunities which are available with you when you are learning at IIT Madras. And in case of any difficult situation, of course, you can stop for a moment for taking a break, but you should keep moving forward. And second, keep connected with your friends, families at home. Okay, today they are certainly near you because at present you are near at hometown. But whenever you are here in the campus, please communicate with them and keep everyone surrounding you as well as your family members, everyone happy about various activities. And third, try to do something useful and meaningful every day. Little by little, it will help us to build our various activities, as well as it will help us for a good time management and self-motivation, which are the key for success in our life. Finally, you are all here because you have passion and love for academics and research. I assure you that the new journey which you have embarked on will be a very rewarding one, and you will not regret it. Hence, please enjoy the journey. Thank you very much. Sir,
Thank you, Professor Vasa. Thank you very much for that overview of what all students can do in our campus. With respect to their general lifestyle here and activities here and so on. Thank you very much. Incidentally, Professor Vasa is a professor in the Department of Engineering Design. So that's. So I know it's my pleasure to add some detail to your the range of things that you may go through here. By way of introduction, I am Pratap Haridas. I'm a professor in the Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. I also serve as the Dean Academic Courses. So I will now share some aspects of your academic experience here at IIT Madras. I must also add that, maybe we are showing you a lot of details at this point. It is just to give you an overview of what all is possible. Once you come to campus, you will have direct experience of it, and you can access the facilities as you find necessary. I also see that we have almost 1,500 people involved in this show at this point. The YouTube link and the WebEx link are basically giving you the same access. So please do not worry if you have had to join the YouTube link. It's exactly the same program. Okay, so let me share some slides here. Just a moment.
What happened, Professor Vasa?
I completed. Now Professor Pratap is arranging.
Yeah, but he seems to have lost.
Presentation, slide presentation he is arranging. He's arranging slide presentation.
Yes, sorry for the delay.
So we can see the slide, but not in the full
Yes,
screen.
I'll move to the full screen. Is this okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So good evening, everyone. What you see on screen is a very iconic landmark here at the campus. And when you join us, you will be able to see this, visit this place, sit around, take photos. This is our Gajendra Circle. So I welcome you to our campus. You will be able to see that when you come here in person. So this is a brief overview of your academic activities here. I just wanted to highlight one point before I get into some details associated with what you will experience here. And that is simply this idea that you have moved from school to college. And that's the transition that you have just undergone, the very first transition that you see here. And so first of all, again, congratulations that you have done it so well. What I want you to keep in mind, and this is something that whenever I meet you in any other circumstances, also I bring your attention to it, is that now you have to look at the transition from college to professional workplace. This is what is ahead of you. You're now in college. So everything that you do here, everything that you learn here, everything that you experience here, you should look at it from the perspective that this is going to help you in the transition from college to work, professional workplace. And that is how you should experience it. That is how you should appreciate it. You should not look at it from a school perspective. So I want you to grow out of this mode that, I want this mark for this thing and this so many marks for the question and so on. That is going to be there. I mean, it's student life and you're always going to have that somewhere in the background. But please remember this larger cause that you are here to educate yourself to go from college to professional workplace. So whatever we ask of you, whatever we demand from you, whatever we train you for is for this. And so that is what you will see throughout. Maybe in individual pieces, you may not see it, but that's the overall perspective that I would like you to keep in mind. So this slide is a little bit busy. Please don't worry. All these details have either already been sent to you by email or are being sent to you by email. So please don't worry. I'll just briefly walk you through it so that we know that these are all the points to keep in mind. This is more oriented to the BTech and dual degree students because they have just joined. So you have received some information about the fees that you have to pay. So please go ahead with that, except for the OCI candidates. We are giving OCI PIO candidates. We are giving some additional information. So please wait. For them alone, we ask them to wait. Everybody else can go ahead. We have sent you a Google form for enrollment. So go ahead and fill that out. You should activate your institute email, which will be in the form of your roll number at smail.iitm.ac.in. This, I think several of you have already activated it because I could see that many of you have used that for joining and so on. So please do use this for all official communication with us. You should use only this email ID. That's the only way we will know who it is that who's contacting us. Otherwise, we will not know based on the email as to who is contacting us. This is the only way. This is only if you send us email from this kind of an address, we will be in a position to respond to you. So please make sure that you keep this active. We will also send all information. We will send you, announcements, course announcements. Everything will come on this email ID. So it is your responsibility to keep it active. It is your responsibility to regularly check it and not say that I did not see the email. It will come to you. You should see it. That is your responsibility. So now you are now a responsible adult. We want you to move from school mode to a responsible adult mode. You need to be doing all this on your own. There is also a facility called Workflow. We will send you some instructions on it, on how to enable your computer to connect to it. This is a very useful facility. It gives you a very good idea of your academic work going on, various things that you can do, various things you can apply for. All of that will be on the Workflow, and you will be given instructions on this. Classes will be held online from the 29th of this month, and the respective teachers will send you some details. At the moment, there is no physical verification of the certificates. Later, when you come to the institute, that is when we will do that. We will also give you procedures for uploading documents, income certificate, and so on. Some students already contacted us regarding loans, educational loan, and they need some documents. So those documents we will also again upload in the website in due course. So you can wait. You can wait for the payment. You don't have to pay immediately. Once you get the documents from us, you can proceed on that basis. Certain other declarations we have asked, please go ahead and send them. And then any clarifications regarding hostel fees, etc. We have given you a phone number and also an email ID. You can contact those respectively. So this is how your timetable looks like. We usually have a semester system, but because of the delay in the start due to the pandemic, we are for the first year alone, we are doing a trimester system. So your trimester would be basically three segments. And therefore, the first one is from November 29th to January 14th. Lesser number of subjects, but packed, a little bit more packed to complete those subjects. This is typically how our timetables look. We have slots marked B, C, D, A, B, C, D, and so on. A is not showing up here. Well, A is there actually in some places. When a course is marked for a B slot, then if there are no multiple courses marked for B slot, then you can take only one of those courses. So that's the reason why we have it named like that. Don't worry, you'll get used to the system once you come here. For the moment, the courses are all fixed for you. You don't have a choice. In your later semesters, you will have electives. So you may take some other course in B slot. Your friend may take some other course in B slot, even though you are in the same department. But right now, for your first trimester, second trimester, and third trimester, most things will be fixed. And you can see here your courses, mathematics course on variables, physics course, life skills course, and for some departments, there's an engineering drawing course. This is your timetable. Again, this will be sent to you. Generally, we have the concept of a faculty advisor. This is the person who is basically a faculty in your department who will assist you in selecting your courses for the upcoming semester. Again, these are things that you will see in your later semesters here. We follow a very open system. We have something called a class committee. This is what tells the students how a particular course is going to be evaluated. So we have flexibility. Every course may have a different evaluation process. The class committee will meet, which consists of the faculty teaching the class, as well as some student representatives will meet at the start of the semester, and these things will be discussed, and you will know how your courses are going to be evaluated that semester. We have a registration and enrollment process. Again, because you have joined just now, this is being taken care of by the academic section. In general, you will actually do this registration at the end of a given semester for the upcoming semester. So you basically, as your particular existing semester ends, you will register for the courses of the next semester. We have some minimum requirement to continue. I'll just show that to you in a moment. And of course, like in any educational institute, one of the things that we expect from all our students, because that is a character that we want to build and develop further and further in our students, is good disciplined conduct, and attending your classes is an important aspect of that. Like I said, registration will be done through workflow. That is why I said, your workflow should be activated, but this is all relevant to you only for your upcoming later semesters. Typically for any given semester, the registration happens at the end of the preceding semester, and you use your faculty advisor's assistance to select the courses that you're going to take. We usually have, like you would expect, some exams and evaluation process. We call our exams here as quizzes. So you will hear, your first quiz is coming up. It means your first exam is coming up, and then your final exam is typically called the end semester examination. And the assessment process will typically be decided by your class committee, and you will be informed of this at the beginning. This is how we give our grades. The highest grade you can get in a course is 10, and then the next grade is an A, B, C, D, and so on. The corresponding points are 10 points, 9 points, 8 points, and so on. The lowest grade with which a course can be cleared is an E with a 4. 2 grades that you don't want to get are a U and a W. U means it's a fail grade. There is 0 points for it because minimum marks were not obtained. W means the student did not attend sufficient classes and is treated as having withdrawn from the course. And there are other grades you need not worry about at the moment, but these are the important aspects. We follow a credit system, which is to help us, relatively weigh different courses. So if one course takes twice as much effort as the other course, it will have twice as many credits. So normally, if you had obtained an S grade in one course and an A grade in another course, if you just take the average of the two, you will get 9.5 as your grade point average. But supposing the course in which you got your S grade required twice as much effort, then you will multiply that by 2 and the other one by 1 and then divide by 3. So you will get more like 9.67 or something. So it will be weighed closer to the grade of the course with more credits. So this is how you can weight the different courses. Primarily, it helps us offer courses of different flavors in the same topic. A deeper course, a lighter course, and so on. And it helps the student also understand what is expected, how much work is expected in that course. More the number of credits, more work is expected, and it helps you distinguish between courses. We typically require students to get at least a CGPA of 5 to continue in the program. And if the student drops below 5, we do warn the parent. And I mean, we do indicate to the parents that this is that there is an issue, and the student will be relieved from the program if they are repeatedly in this situation. I can tell you that this basically means it's a grade between E and D across several courses, and that's when a person will have a grade point average of less than 5. Having said that, I don't want you to worry. You are all very good students. You are the best students in this country. Don't worry about this. This is simply for completion's sake that I'm pointing it out. It is much easier for you to get full 10, that is an S grade in every course, than to get less than 5. This is what I would indicate to you. You are bright kids. Don't worry about it. This is just for sake of completion. But you should be aware that there are some minimum requirements that are expected of you. IIT Madras is committed to a very inclusive education. So we work hard to ensure that if there are students with disabilities or requiring some special accommodation, we'll work with you and help develop this accommodation. Fair bit we will try to do. We may not be able to do everything, but we are committed to it, and we will assist you. We will contact you in this regard, and then we will be able to give you a formal letter which says that these are the kinds of things that we will be able to assist you with. So when we reach out to you, please do get back to us with what your special needs are, if there are any such needs. And I'm just about done here. So once you complete your entire set of academic activities with us, we just had our convocation. And similarly, a few years from now, when you've completed all your courses, you've earned all the credits, there are no disciplinary action pending, etc. You will be eligible for a degree. And we fully expect that you will be at a ceremony of this nature. And both you and your parents and your family and all your relatives and friends will be delighted to know that you have graduated from IIT Madras. So those were all the points that I wanted to share with you. As I said, that this is just a quick overview of various things that will happen to you in your academic sphere here at IIT Madras. When you come here, when you stay with us longer, you will see more of these details. Once again, I welcome you to our campus. It's my pleasure to have you join us. It's all our pleasure indeed to have you join us. Thank you very much. I now invite our chairperson of Women's Forum, Professor Indumati Nambi, to address the gathering.
Everybody, can you hear me?
Your volume is low, madam.
Okay. Okay, I'll hold my mic closer. Is it better now?
Yes, slightly better. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome again. I join my colleagues here in welcoming you to IIT Madras. You might have seen me during the open house, some of you who have attended that. As a chairperson of Women's Forum, I would like to welcome all of you and give you a little more details about what we at Women's Forum do for the wellness of the women students. So one thing which you would strikingly notice when you come to campus is the gender ratio is quite small when it comes to the number of women students. Unlike what you would see in your schools, you would come from a co-ed school, which is very typical of higher education institutes in our country. We have just about reached 20%, which is a good number, and we are striving to reach increased numbers in future. But there's nothing to worry about. We are a very gender sensitized campus. I will show you some statistics to show how a lot of events we are having in campus to make you feel at home and make you feel no less than the other male students here. There are a lot of activities which you can actively engage on par with male students. So I would just like to share a small presentation. Can you enable share? I think share is not enabled yet.
Please try now.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. All right, so to share some of the statistics, can you see my presentation now?
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
Yeah. So, Women's Forum, this is the logo of our Women's Forum, a black tulip which symbolizes power. This is designed by the students. Yeah. So if you look at the statistics here, we are about 75 women faculty. We have about 200 permanent staff and 400 on contract staff, women staff. Students, undergrads about 1,000, and we have a large number of postgraduate and PhD students. So together we have quite a large women population on campus, and Women's Forum looks at providing healthy spaces, stronger networks, and mentorship among women students, staff, and faculty. A lot of activities happen in Women's Forum. Typically, we are trying to have about 2 events per month, addressing all the needs of the different women groups in campus. Particularly with respect to undergraduates, we are having a mentor-mentee connect, where UG students will be paired with mentors from the senior batches. And we also have a very active social media pages. We do a lot of outreach activities through these social media pages. We have a Facebook, Insta, and also a web page where we conduct periodic surveys, questionnaires. You can voice your opinions, reach out to your peers by actively getting involved in these programs. We also have partnership programs with our alumni, Society of Women Engineers, and the recently Government of India program called GATI. You'll be hearing about it all when you come to the campus. We organize a lot of programs and lectures. I'll give you a snapshot of those. So Ask a Mentor program is something we are planning as soon as you're all back in campus. Every hostel and every department will be having a women mentor for you to reach out to. And yeah, a lot of events, literary, sports, arts, which you could join. POSH orientation, prevention of sexual harassment, is called POSH, abbreviated as POSH. So this is a gender sensitized campus, as I already said. And we have a mandatory POSH orientation for all students, staff, and faculty. And in addition, you will be having a lot of grievance redressal system through the Women's Forum and also the CCASH, which you will be hearing about shortly. This is to give a glimpse of all the programs we have had in the past few months. Open house, and there's a panel discussion with students about the gender matters on campus. Then we have a lot of lectures starting from senior scientists to lawyers to a lot of social groups. So talk about the programs. You will be getting announcements through your SMail account. This is a glimpse, a link to all our pages, and I'll share this with you once you're here. And the last slide would be, yeah, this is my contact information where you can reach out to. And these are the student representatives. We have an executive committee with about 12 members. The student representative for undergraduate is Aditi Singh. Her contact information is here, and Harija Naveen for the PGP. So they will be reaching out to you for getting you actively involved in Women's Forum. All right. I'll stop here now. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Indumati. Incidentally, Professor Indumati is from the Department of Civil Engineering, and she's the chairperson of the Women's Forum, and she shared with you a lot of details on various aspects with respect to the operation of the Women's Forum. Thank you, Professor. I now invite the chairperson of CCASH, Professor Swarnalata, to address the gathering. She'll also explain to you what CCASH is.
Thank you, Professor Pratap. Am I audible?
Yes. Yeah.
So good afternoon, and to all of you entering a glorious period of growth in this Institute of Eminence, I extend a very warm welcome on behalf of CCASH, which is the Complaints Committee at IIT Madras, with these very well-known lines from Tagore's Gitanjali. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. So Tagore calls this state of mind a heaven of freedom. And this is what IIT Madras wants for all of you, especially for every woman student, woman faculty and staff of this institute. Professor Indumati spoke to you about the imbalance of the gender ratio. So that's why this freedom is very important. And as all of us know, freedom comes with a great sense of responsibility. And so on behalf of the CCASH team and my co-chair, Professor Hema Murthy, I'm going to give you a bird's eye view of what the committee is all about. So to begin with, let me dwell on the question, how do we define sexual harassment, right? Because sexual harassment refers to acts with sexual or gender-based implications, which really covers a broad spectrum. So we are talking about acts that violate the bodily integrity of a woman. We are talking of acts like stalking, which is the attempt to follow a female student, contacting her, trying to develop personal interaction in spite of clear indications of disinterest, or monitoring her activities on the internet, email, or any other form of electronic communication. We are also talking about voyeurism, which can be defined as watching or capturing a woman's activities in private space. We are also talking about verbal abuse, sexually colored remarks, abusive language, and any other unwelcome comments. So in short, any gesture becomes punishable when it is done without the consent of the parties involved. So let me emphasize, CCASH has zero tolerance for sexual harassment of any kind. So what is CCASH? What is the composition of CCASH? You might want to know. It is an apex body, as I told you, which has been set up with the aim of providing women an appropriate complaint mechanism against unwelcome sexually determined behavior, whether it is direct or whether it's implied. So there is a core team comprised of senior professors, dean students whom you listen to, and other external members. So in addition to this, others like perhaps the chief medical officer, chairman, council of wardens, chairperson, women's forum, the student general secretary may be invited depending on the case we have at hand. So what is the role of this committee? So it acts as an inquiry authority on a complaint of sexual harassment. It ensures that victims and witnesses are not victimized or discriminated because of their complaint. And it also takes proactive measures towards sensitization of the staff, students, and faculty members of IIT Madras on gender issues. You've just listened to Professor Indumati talk to you about the POSH program, which is mandatory. The POSH is a sensitization program, so I appeal to all of you to take this training very seriously, because if we remember this, if we remember all that is taught to us in the course of this program, you may not need to come to CCASH at all, I assure you of that. So who can make a complaint? So the complainant, of course, the person who has undergone the abuse, a friend, a relative, a teacher can also make a complaint on behalf of the complainant, on behalf of the victim, if the victim is not in a position to complain. But they have to let the complainant know that a complaint is going to be made on her behalf. Or it could be any other person who has witnessed the harassment. A written consent from the complainant is a must. So who is eligible to approach CCASH? Students, staff, faculty of the institute, summer interns, any casual visitor to the institute, casual laborers, vendors. So you see that is a really wide spectrum here. And what are our responsibilities as a CCASH team? So we respond to a complaint within 7 days of filing the complaint. We conduct an inquiry within 90 days, and we verify. So all depositions which have been made are verified by the deposers, and a recommendation is sent to the executive authority of the institute, and the results of the inquiry are shared with both the complainant as well as the accused. We ensure safety of the complainant. We ensure the confidentiality of the entire proceedings. So whatever you tell us will not leave the committee. You can rest assured. So the punishment for various offenses are listed on the CCASH website. You'll find it in the IITM homepage. If you just type CCASH, the whole thing will pop up for you. So I request you to take a look. So God forbid you come to this committee because, but in case there is a pressing need, what is the responsibility of a complainant? Make sure you have your evidence, be consistent, don't blame yourself, don't build up an issue just for effect. And if an act was consensual, don't make it a case of harassment. Feel free to write to any of us. Our names are listed there. If you face any problem, you can call us up or you can just email us at ccash, C-C-A-S-H, at iitm.ac.in. I wish you all the very best once again. I'd like to end my little presentation with a request, with a very sincere request. Let us all strive to make IIT Madras a safe place with equal opportunities for all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Swarnalata. Professor Swarnalata is a professor in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, and she also serves as the chairperson of CCASH. Thank you. Before we proceed to Unman, I just also wanted to add that, some of the items that you have seen here in this presentation, also what Professor Swarnalata has highlighted, maybe 5-10 years ago, you would not have heard this in any orientation program anywhere. This is how our society has progressed. We take these things formally, we take these things seriously. And so as an educational institute, as a leading educational institute in the country, we are at the forefront of, including on issues such as this. And so these are all proactive measures taken, also legally required. So we have all these committees, and we also recognize that there is a rich mix of the gender in our campus, and that we want everybody to have a good, safe, healthy, educational experience at the campus. We also recognize that students come from various backgrounds, so maybe they think that something is okay, and they may actually do something that is not okay. So that is why we have all of this awareness. We want to make clear that these are, as you grow up, these things are considered very serious, that you should know what is the boundary and what is not allowed. And that is why we have all these committees, and we make an effort to make sure that all of you also understand the committees are there, that they really care about these issues, that the institute cares about these issues, and therefore you too should care, because you are growing in this community, and it will be a very good opportunity for you to build yourself up in the right way. When you know that these are the things, that these are the boundaries, you're going to interact with members of the opposite gender, you should know what is the boundary, what is allowed, what is not allowed, and so these are all the reasons why we ensure that you understand this whole process. So once again, I thank Professor Swarnalata for that. I now invite our Student General Secretary, Mr. Unman Nibande. He is from the Mechanical Engineering Department, to address the students.
Yeah, thanks a lot, sir. Very good afternoon to all the respected professors. Good afternoon to my dear friends, my juniors and their parents. Right. So on behalf of the students of IIT Madras, me as in my capacity as a Student General Secretary, would like to welcome all of you on the campus. Right. Now the past 2 years have been, as everyone has said, very difficult, very challenging for you. And for some of you, it is more than that. The entire JEE preparation period, wherein you were solving lengthy integrals, you were eating chemistry books, you were solving problems of rolling bodies and hanging monkeys and all of that. And that, along with the horrors brought about by the pandemic, it definitely has been a very difficult journey for you. And we as students are definitely wanting to congratulate for that, as it is very commendable. Right now, having done all of that, now you have to leave most of that behind. You have entered IIT Madras, and maybe not most of that. The monkeys will still be with you for the upcoming 4 to 5 years. Right. But anyway, so you will be starting a new chapter in your life, a chapter which will be more challenging, more extensive, which will help you grow as an individual, and something which you will cherish as an individual as you go ahead in life. Right. Now, as you do that, I would just like to put out a few pieces of advice from my side, which I've learned from my experience as a student, my experience as a general secretary, and my experience as an individual in life. Right. Now, the first and foremost piece of advice I would like to put out, it's actually a secret which I would like to share with you. It's not over, right? Yes, you did crack JEE, you did get into IIT Madras, you cracked HSE, but this is not the end. This is in fact a new beginning, a very new and grand beginning for you, which will demand you to be aware, to be on the lookout, which will demand you to be a seeker, right? Only then you can make proper use of this new beginning and go ahead in your life, right? Now that we understood, okay, we have to be a seeker. This brings us to my second piece of advice: is explore the unexplored. Right. So when you become a seeker, you have to seek out new opportunities. You have to seek out new challenges. You have to seek out new people. Right. You have to seek out new thought process. You have to seek out new ideas. You have to seek out new ways to look at life. Right. And to do all of this, you have to be a good seeker in the first place. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You'll be meeting people from different geographies. You'll be meeting people from different thought processes, from different orientations, from different ways to look at life. You have to be acceptable. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to be acceptable and take in all of that. Right? IIT Madras has a lot to offer, but it depends on what you have to take from it. And to do that, you have to be a good seeker. You have to explore the unexplored. You do not try to imitate what others have done. Do not try to imitate what your seniors have done. And if I may say, don't try to imitate what your parents or your faculties have done. Right? Chalk out your own path, create your own destiny, right? Be a seeker, be on the lookout, always be at the tip of your toes. Carry along the dedication, the sincerity, the motivation you had in your previous life. Carry that here, only that will help you grow ahead properly. Now, having said all of that, this brings me to a very important piece of advice, which as Denzel Washington says, fall, but fall forward, right? So when you become a seeker, when you seek out different opportunities, you will be experiencing failures, right? Failures are going to be a constant part in your life, but it depends on how you look at failures. Right? Failures are not the end. Failures are opportunities to grow and expand, right? And that is what really matters. So in this entire journey of seeking, of exploring, of failing, we as students, we as seniors, we as your mentors, your representatives would be along with you at every point in your life. All you need is to reach out, all you need is to explore, all you need is to fall down, and we'll be there to ensure that you rise and stand up and grow ahead. Right? And finally, the final and most important piece of advice is be humble. Right? Yes, you have gotten into one of the most prestigious institutions in this country, but what is important is you stay to your feet, stand your ground. Right? You be humble, you be respectful, humble, not just to yourself, but to the people around you, to people of different genders, to people of different orientation, people of different income levels, right? All of you will meet every sort of people as you travel along your path in the campus. You have to be acceptable, you have to be respectful, you have to be grateful for what you have achieved. And all of this, when it comes together, will truly help you grow as an individual and make the best of your time here. Right? So we'll be having an absorption program for you soon, wherein we'll tell you more about the activities on campus, the student-related activities, and I'm really looking forward to see all of you there. Be on the lookout, keep checking your mails for that, and hoping to meet you soon. Yeah, thank you. That is it from my side for today. All the best.
Thank you, Unman. Very nice, I think, many very nice thoughts that you have shared with the students. And I think definitely they will benefit from the experience that you are sharing with them. Indeed, I think while we congratulate you, and indeed you deserve the congratulations for the kind of effort you have put in to come to this institute. I think that sense of gratefulness should also be there, that you're getting an opportunity which many others are not going to get. And I think that sense of gratitude and humility should be with you for you to really grow as a human being. So thanks again, Unman. So we would now like to invite two of our students who have joined, in your batch. I think both of them are here. So I now invite Sean Matthew, who's joined this group. He's from the computer science department. Good evening, Sean. If you can connect, please go ahead and address the gathering.
Good evening, everyone.
Your volume is low. Can you?
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
First of all, I would like to congratulate every of my batchmates for getting into this prestigious institute, IIT Madras. Right from my school days, I had a deep imprint of the words of the great Martin Luther King Jr. I have a dream. I too did craft a bunch of dreams for me to score good in my SSC, my HSC, and of course, my big dream to walk through the gates of an IIT as a student there. I somehow was blessed with few of my dreams coming true. And here I am, the lucky guy to get a spot in the best IIT campus for CS in India, IIT Madras. Respected professors, administrators, and all the bright minds of the future. Let me introduce myself to all of you. My name is Sean Matthew from Mumbai. My dreams, however, are a chain reaction. My next dream in IIT Madras is to hone up myself in every possible way. While I'm sure that this amazing, ever-evolving, and the best campus in India, IIT Madras, for my chosen field CS, has left no stone unturned to consistently remain in the top aspired slot for 1 million students. I have no doubt this campus has so much to offer me. Now, the responsibility truly lies on my side to take the best and in turn offer my best back to my country. I dream to offer big to my country in some way or the other and add a feather to the cap of this institution in the days to come. I look forward to be a humble learner and hope that all my respected faculties here at IIT Madras would encourage and extract the best out of me and together make this nation a beacon of excellence. With a fresh mind, open arms, and a heart full of aspiration, I look forward to my institution, my teachers, and all here at IIT Madras to shape me up in a way to make this country proud, and also the world to look at India differently like in our glorious past. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity to express myself and my feelings here as a fresher in this campus. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Sean. It's very nice of you to share your aspirations as you join our campus. Thank you so much. I now invite Farid, who has also joined our campus in this batch. I request Farid to address the gathering.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, Farid, we can hear you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Farid Ahmed, and I'm a fresher here in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences in IIT Madras. I remember it was around March this year, and I texted an old classmate of mine who was already in college at that time. Since I'd taken a year off after my 12th, I often felt left behind compared to my peers. I remember the person telling me that 6 months down the line, whatever the result, you'll be fine, Farid. And I think every student present here today can say that somewhere along the way, we all had those stints where we felt like, God, what if this doesn't work out? And for many of us, it meant turning into something different, following rigid schedules and compromising on things we sometimes so wished we could do. And we all had our own reasons why we persevered. For me, it was like a blend of people around me and in such
Farid, can you just turn off your video and speak so that we can listen?
Farid, can you hear us? If so, can you please turn off your video and then speak? Your bandwidth seems to be a bit low. let's give Farid a couple of minutes to sort this out. And incidentally, as he's sorting it out, I just wanted to add that, it's our pleasure that we are hearing from Farid and Sean. Of course, we would love to hear from all of you because it's a short program. We were able to only reach out to 2 of them. What we intend to do is I will send you some links to our social media handles, and we would love to hear from you on your thrill of joining IIT Madras, your dreams, or as you see the years ahead of you, and what you would like to do. So we will send you some links in that context. And of course, this generation is the social media generation. And so you please join us there and express yourself so that all of us can get a chance to see what you aspire to do. I still don't see him here. So we just give him another minute. So as I think as Professor Vasa and others have pointed out, a lot of nice experiences for you to have at our campus. It is going to take some time. I mean, we are just showing you a brief overview. We wanted you to see it as students. We wanted the parents to also see it. I think, okay, so we do have a video from him. We'll play that. We're still not getting audio. It seems to be a little. So yes, it is going to take some time for you to fully absorb what is here. We wanted both the students as well as the parents to see, get a glimpse of what is here at IIT Madras. I just wanted to also add that especially for the, what shall I say, for the, maybe for the information that is, I think, very important for parents to understand. Your children, your son or daughter was, a first ranker in your, or a very high ranker in your, in the school he or she studied in, and they studied very well, and that is how they have gotten into IIT Madras. Here, every student was a topper in his or her school, and so when they perform in courses here, they are being compared against students who are equally good. So in a class of 30, there will be a person who comes first in the class, there's a person who comes 10th in the class, there's a person who comes 30th in the class. All of these were toppers in their respective schools. So when you look at the results of your son or daughter, please always keep that in mind. We do encourage them to do well. We do encourage them to work hard and do well. And if they are working hard, they will, most of them will do well. So please do keep track of their academic performance, but understand what you are seeing. And you can always reach out to us if you are unsure how to understand the academic performance of your son or daughter. Encourage them, support them. They are going to face good competition here, and that is very healthy because they are, like I said, they are all finally going to some professional career somewhere. They are for them to be very successful there, they have to feel comfortable with the competition. Comfortable with the doing well in circumstances where others are also trying to do well. So please encourage them, support them, try to help them handle stress. These are all things that they are going to learn in life. They have, when you go and join a job also, you will feel some level of stress. So stress is not a bad thing. You should know how to handle it. And it is very important that everybody work together so that we are all comfortable in handling responsibilities that are given to us and not feel stressed and say, how can I do this? And it's very difficult. So these are things that we would like to, alert the parents to. So please keep track of your son or daughter's performance. Work with them, work with us, and they will succeed very well here. They are also becoming adults, so please give them that space to be an adult and take responsibilities for themselves. And those are all things that I think is a learning experience for all of us. It is not just that, the student learns something in the class. This act of growing up is a learning experience for the parents and for the students as well. So I think we are not able to reach Farid, although we are happy that we could hear from him for some time. Farid, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here now.
Can you now speak without the video? Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll continue.
Yes.
I was just saying that the reason why I did it and what kept me going was two things. One was a passion for the subjects that I was studying, and another was a more selfish thing, that I wanted to prove myself to everyone. And I've always been interested in the prismatic realms of history, ideology, conflict, identity, literature, philosophies, society, economics, and so many more. And since the course provided all of these to me, it was simply too easy a bargain to go for. And I think I can say this for all of us today, that although we sit here in the same chairs and rooms and houses and cities we were in 3 months ago, things are a little bit different now. I believe we have some reason to be a little bit proud of ourselves, for we have done it. I have done it, and you have done it. We set out to do something with the odds against us, and we achieved it. It was Albert Einstein, someone whose texts and theories I could only wish to understand. He said that logic can take us from a point A to B, but imagination can take us anywhere. It might have been my limited logical prowess that did not predict my being here today, but I certainly dreamed of it. So let's aspire for something exceptional, something beyond the premises of banality and everyday humdrum, and dream carelessly today, tomorrow, and in the days to come. I congratulate every student present here today for securing a seat in this prestigious college. I eagerly look forward to meeting you all in the times to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Farid. Really a pleasure to hear from you, and for you to share your experiences and how you feel about having joined us. So I think we are basically done with the program. I think I just wanted to close with this statement here. IIT Madras will give you a great opportunity to grow as a human being, to learn many things, to experience many things, to become an adult. And so this is a very nice part of your growing up and a phase of your life. So please make sure you make full use of this phase of your life. I will also finish by saying that at some level, though, you are here for your academic activity. So while it is very important that you also learn many other things and experience and grow as a person, please never forget that at some level, the core activity of your core of your activities here is your academic work. And so please always make sure that you don't slip behind on the academic work. While at the same time, I will still encourage you to do a lot of the extracurricular and co-curricular activities that IIT Madras will give you an opportunity to experience. So please do all that. We have a Center for Innovation. We have a lot of sports activities, a lot of physical fitness activities. Every one of these things you should use. You should extract every day. You should squeeze the day out with all sorts of activities that you can do. At the end of your 4 years, you should feel, I did everything that IIT Madras offered me an opportunity to do. I really enjoyed every bit of it. So don't waste this. Seize the day, seize the moment. Don't, even academically try to, don't just take easy courses, learn. I mean, this is a beautiful time for you to learn. You have no other commitment. Nobody is going to tell you that, I need you to earn so much money by this day and all that. Nothing is there for you today. Your 4 years here is full freedom for you. Don't waste it. Learn as much as you can. Don't just pick courses because they're easy. Pick them because you really want to learn something. Make it a part of you. Show it in your resume. Show it in your job so that you succeed very well in your career, wherever it is that you go. Or even if you decide to open a company and employ a lot of people, all of that you can do. So don't miss this opportunity. Just make 100% use of it. When you finish your 4 years or whatever it is that your degree requires of you, when you finish on your graduation day, you should be able to say that I utilized IIT Madras and all the facilities it offers me to the maximum possible. And I'm so thrilled that I have completed and learned so much from the experience. So this is what I would like you to feel. So this is what you should aim for as you go forward. So with those few words, I would like to close. I now invite our Vice Chairperson JEE, Professor Gajendra, to deliver a vote of thanks.
Hello, good afternoon. It's my great pleasure to place on record our sincere gratitude to all those who helped us in the process of admission to IIT Madras. We'd like to thank our director, Professor Bhaskar Ramamurthy, for all the guidance and support provided to us. We are grateful to Professor Jagdish Kumar, ex-Dean Academic Courses, and Professor Pratap Haridos, Dean Academic Courses, for all the advices and suggestions on various activities. Our sincere thanks are also due to the academic administration and gate offices of the Institute for helping us with various tasks. The staff of JV office have worked really hard for the successful completion of the entire process. We are grateful to all of them. The JEE Advanced Examination is the fruit of hard work of a lot of people. The question paper preparation team, institute representatives who went to each corner of the country and supervised the conduct of the examination, TCS who supported us with their technical expertise, etc. We would like to place on record our sincere gratitude to all of these people. Last, but certainly not the least, we would like to thank all the students who have chosen IIT Madras as their place of study. Wishing you all the very best in your stay at IIT Madras. I conclude here. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Jayanthan. Professor Jayanthan is a professor in the Department of Mathematics. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the parents and the students. Have a very good evening.